Warning, this video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions, and
What's up, everyone? I'm back. Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness. This will be massive spoilers for the Suicide Squad. I had a great day. I don't want to get mad, but I am. No, it's not clickbait. I'm not saying there. Listen, Jarbo, you get your ass on here. You get your ass on here, defender of the Suicide Squad. I'm not saying it's. No, I do think there's a backlash coming because the overly. It's like there's no way this many critics thought this was this great. Spoiler warning! Spoiler warning! You see the banner? See the banner? I don't want to do this tonight. I don't want to get mad. I really don't. I actually. I had a really good day until now. I even had a good day at work. I took a nap. I went on a friend's stream. Got some good grub. I had like freaking bitter beer face through the movie. I'm like, oh, really? Oh. Listen, if you enjoyed the movie, more power to you. I'm not here to convince you people that it was bad. This is more like therapy for those. And my friends, my Snyder Cut friends, you know how they say, oh, Snyder Cut haters are going to hate it regardless. I honestly think that there's some bias there and people try to. I honestly wanted to like this. I genuinely am questioning James Gunn after this. Because people say, oh, it's, okay, so you think he's got humor and things like that. The humor was off. Like, when someone's trying to make something funny and it's not natural, it's stiff. I honestly think if you're thinking of if you're going in for the humor, the best stuff's in the trailer. There's a few surprises here and there related to the violence. There was some really good action. Hey, Matt. No, I didn't even watch Grace's review. I saw a clip on your channel that said that she's talking about like how people of color were killed off. I'm like, really? That is ridiculous comment. We'll get to we'll get to it. Let me go look at the chat. I don't even know if anyone's coming in here. I was supposed to go an hour later, and I couldn't wait. I'm sitting here getting more angry. I'm just like, now, are there good actors in here? Yeah. There are good actors. There's good characters. Should I start with the good? I should start with the good. I'll start with the good, okay? I'm not going to go super hardcore angry. I'll save that for later. I'll start with the good. Ratcatcher 2, King Shark. I don't think this is the best Harley Quinn. She has one of the cooler Harley Quinn action sequences in this film. I don't think this is Margot Robbie's best performance as Harley Quinn. I'd actually prefer her in Birds of Prey over this. She had more depth and range, and she had some cool action sequences in Birds of Prey. Now, the one cool action sequence with her alone was one of the best action sequences in the movie, for sure. But the rest of the film she's in, her jokes were kind of fell flat, too. I'll tell you what. Okay, and then again, this is spoilers. I'll give you spoilers. The enemy, Starro, I was actually surprised by. That was kind of cool. In the way little stars going out and mind controlled people and turned them into little minions. That was cool. Right off the bat, one of the first things that annoyed me was there were some really cool characters. And spoilers again, I don't know how many times I have to say it, spoilers right at the beginning. Some of the cooler characters were killed off right away. And I know that's part of the Suicide Squad, but really, like some really cool characters, and then you're left with Peacemaker. I've never not wanted to see something so much as Peacemaker. John Cena, and I'm not against John Cena. Oof. Oh, especially because of the storyline with John Cena. I did not want to see this at all. I do not want to see this at all. And forget what I said about James Gunn being respectful of the Ayer cut. He was the hitman for anything, any remnants of the Ayer cut and the Snyderverse Suicide Squad, except for Harley. You know, and that I really think that scene was just in there to get spoilers again, spoilers all over the place here, to get rid of Rick Flag. Damn you, Peacemaker! Why would I want to watch this? And then spoiler again, he dies later, so he just is there to get rid of Rick Flag. And I'm not saying Rick Flag can never die, but that whole plot sequence. Oh, God. I really do not like Peacemaker. And you know what? The interviews I saw with him on talk shows or on the red carpet, I don't think it's... the best part he did was the action. Yeah, he's an action star. The sequence in the woods, spoilers again, when they kill people that they find out could have been their allies. I did laugh at that. That was pretty funny. And the action was legit. And like, oh, really? So that was funny. Oh, my God. It's such a mixed bag. And I don't see... am I doing clickbait here? Let me see. I did this. Incoming. I'll be surprised if there's not a big backlash to this. Incoming backlash. Who wants to see the Peacemaker after this? Are you serious? I'm waiting for Matt Jarbo. Hey, Shiny. Hey, and you know what? I had some positive things to talk about today. I finally have YouTube memberships. I don't know if anyone wants to join me now. Chubby Teddy says, "Oh man, Max, spill it." My wife wasn't really on board either. She's just like, ugh. She didn't like the over-the-top violence. I'm okay with it. Brian,
you going early?
Yeah, did you see the Suicide Squad?
Damn right I did. Oh man.
Okay.
Let me tell you what I thought. I loved it.
I'm happy for you. I hated it.
Really?
Yeah, I mean there was good things in it, but I couldn't stand it.
Mm-hmm.
I've never wanted to see anything less. I'm glad you're here to give a counterpoint, Brian. I'm so glad, and because you're my good pal. But I've never wanted to see anything less than the Peacemaker. And I honestly, it did feel, and this isn't just the Snyder Cut or Ayer Cut fan, it kind of felt like some of his storyline was just to get rid of the remnants of the Snyder and Ayer Cut version of the Suicide Squad with Rick Flag. I'm not saying Rick Flag can't die too, but that whole plot, and we're obviously going into spoilers here. I felt it. I'm like, damn you.
That wrinkle, it kind of had me bugged a little bit, but
Captain Boomerang,
right? First 5 minutes.
No, I mean, but that's Brian. I like subverting expectations, but some of those characters, and I know Suicide Squad. I'm not gonna say I'm not a dummy. I know people are gonna die, right?
Yeah, some of them are good characters, though.
No, but some of them were much better than Peacemaker. And everyone's like, wait till you see Polka Dot Man. He's amazing. I'm like, no.
I thought it was funny.
Ratcatcher 2 was awesome.
Ratcatcher 2 was cool. I like
that.
Bloodsport, dude.
Bloodsport was awesome, but
he nailed it, man. I was like, wow,
my wife was annoyed because she just says this is Will Smith's character all over again.
No, it wasn't. It was
different. It was different.
It was different.
But it really was just
I can see the comparisons, though.
Yes.
Yeah. No, dude, I love
no.
King Shark was awesome.
Yeah, King Shark was cool.
Yeah, dude.
And I do like the villain. The pacing was bad.
Yeah, it was.
The pacing was bad, and the jokes were very forced, and then didn't feel natural. Like I people said this is the best Harley Quinn out of the three. No, it's not. I mean, she had the best action sequence for Harley Quinn out of the three is when she's escaping. That was one of the coolest action sequences in the film. But all her other scenes were pretty forced and stale.
Well, I've never really been too big of a fan of Harley Quinn in general. Like, it's just one of those things. Like, it's like when the Suicide Squad came out, and like I said before, I'm not a big fan of the original.
No,
like,
I wasn't hating. I
had a very low bar of expectations going into this, so it was like it exceeded my expectations, and that's high marks for movies these days.
Jarbo, he's saying this is great. I'll be surprised if the general public likes this. I don't think it's going to be review bombed.
The only thing I made a list of pros and cons.
There is good action in it. There is good action.
One thing I will say, it was. I don't want to sound like a prude, but I'm going to use the word vulgar because I can't really think of anything else.
Everyone shit on me too when I said Wonder Woman 84 was crap the first day. I'm not. I want these films to be good. Everyone said, "Oh, a bit Max is being negative." No. All right. Here's Ryan. Hey, Ryan.
Here for Movie Madness Entertainment.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Brian?
This is a dope stream. So Brian enjoyed it.
Did you watch it? Okay.
Yes, I did.
Oh,
yes,
this
is spoilers.
Okay.
So let it loose. Let's get Ryan's initial reaction first because I was going off for a little bit.
Oh, we're live! Holy shit!
Okay. Yeah, we're live.
I didn't know we were live.
I was like, oh, hey, buddy.
That's my fault, Ryan, because I saw you were talking about on Twitter, and then I was waiting till 11. I'm like, I can't wait till 11 to talk about this.
Oh man, I've already I talked to Anthony. Like he was the first one because he saw it. He saw it last week, and he's been holding his tongue. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
For doing that, and I got done watching it, and I watched the end credits, with Weasel or whatever the hell, and then I watched the very end with I guess Peacemaker. They were like, hey, these three are going to be a part of the TV show. I thought at first the prequel, because I didn't have any context. At first I thought it was. I'm sorry. At first I thought that the series was going to be a prequel.
Mm-hmm.
But it turns out it looks like it's going to be a sequel. Because they're like talking about revenge and blah 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 and whatever.
Here's Matt Jarbo. He liked that.
There he is. He's like, oh, I gotta be the antithesis.
Listen, Jarbo, I am not. You might think I'm just going on a hate bandwagon, Jarbo. I'm not saying this is like everything was trash, but I just did not enjoy this film. I had the bitter beer face through the whole thing. Me and my wife looked at each other like, ugh. There's some cool things.
Mm-hmm.
Some good casting.
Yeah, my favorite character.
Yeah,
was Starro. I dug Starro. I liked how they incorporated that. I liked the starlings all getting on people's faces. I like that once you have it on your face, that it starts to it starts to eat your flesh and all that, and you're basically
that was cool.
And I was like, okay, that makes a lot more sense than, what they did with the comics. You can take it off and whatever, because they used to put those things on the superheroes, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, and all them. But you could take them off and there was no damage. And I was like, okay, well, I did like that this thing feeds on its hosts. And I thought that was cool. I liked Ratcatcher. I thought that was a good character.
Yeah.
Idris Elba screams Will Smith. I think that's what they did. They were like, the studio was like, well, we don't want to, have any bad press by recasting Will Smith because he didn't do a bad job in Suicide Squad. And Will Smith, he didn't, was like, hey, I don't want to be attached to this project for whatever reason or can't or whatever. So they were just like, well, is there any other character? We've already got this thing written. Is there any other character that we can put in place?
Good for you, Bradley. I don't want to hate on people's liking of it. I just
if you like the movie, hey, there are things in the
thoroughly
movie
enjoyed it. Like
there are
it was
things
good.
in the movie I liked it. But there's there's stuff in that
I'm shocked.
Wow. I thought Harley's bit in like her with the guy was stupid.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
And then the shooting him, fine, I don't care. But
Matt left.
I was like, oh, fuck it.
Reception.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, I mean, I thought that whole sequence, it was like one day, and then they have sex and they talk about marriage, and then she shoots him, and it's bringing up, she's like, oh, I got to bring up Mr. J somehow or whatever, and I was like, okay. But one thing I did like, I thought was dope, was her escape. After the
awesome.
initial flowers, I didn't like that from the trailer. You see the flowers behind her back or whatever. But when it
takes the place of the blood, I thought that was killer.
I thought that was dope. I was like, the animated birds like Disney. I was like, oh, dude, yes, this is great. I loved that. I thought that was dope. And that's creative and all that. I didn't like all of the the captions like Suicide Squad versus Starro the Destroyer. I was like, that's stupid.
I've seen that done so many
and then
places.
On the toilet 3 days earlier, and then on the seashore now, and then Operation whatever the fuck, and then Operation Harley, and I was like, okay, I mean this is your thing, it's your movie. I was, I mean, that's not a big deal, who cares? But I was just like, oh, okay, whatever. What else? No, I mean, they're a weasel. Who cares? Like, okay, he died. I was fine with him dying. At the end when he comes back, I was like, dude, you're
really?
dead for like a day or however. I was like, why did he? I was like, that made no sense. It was
all
like,
the people to bring back. What
Yes.
about the dude with no arms? Okay,
I didn't like
TDK.
that they yeah, I know. TDK was so stupid. It was dumb in like the preview thing.
I didn't even care about that. Yeah,
I was like, I'm reserving judgment on the TDK thing until I see the whole sequence. And I saw the whole sequence, and I was like, this is really dumb.
Or I need to go back.
I thought it was funny. The arms all like slowly slapping.
No,
the
I didn't. I thought that was kind of funny.
I literally said the same line.
I didn't laugh once. That was like, one thing. Like, Anthony laughed once, and the part that he laughed, it reminded me of him, so I could understand.
Isn't all this feminist power for Harley Quinn lost when she only survives because she's to be married to the guy, forced into marriage?
I didn't pay attention to that.
She survives. They keep her alive.
I think she just survived because her name is Harley Quinn, and that's a character that you cannot kill. You can't kill her.
You can kill Rick Flag.
You can kill her. Okay, and that's one thing I didn't like was that they not only stabbed him, but they showed you, okay, this is his heart. There's no way back. Okay, Suicide Squad, as you know, it is dead.
Right.
And I was
I take back everything I said about James Gunn being super respectful to Ayer, and that I think they put this remove any semblance
I think
Ayer in Zack Snyder's Suicide Squad, except for Harley.
Like Captain Boomerang dying.
What's the lady that's named in charge?
For paycheck?
She does a great job.
Who's that?
The lady in charge.
No.
Amanda Waller.
Amanda Waller. She did a great job in the first half. In the second half, when her team fucking like undermined her and knocked her out. When she got
hers, oh dude, that was my favorite part
I was like, dude, I'm sorry, but if that was Amanda Waller, those motherfuckers would be dead.
Yeah, all right, so
they would be dead. They're all expendable in her eyes.
People were asking for Jarbo's take.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, don't. Just, before you start, Jarbo, don't you say just because I'm a Snyder and Ayer fan that I disliked it, because I went in with the open mind. I was looking forward to this.
I don't have to, Max. I'm not going to say.
Okay.
You already said.
Well, people said that to me on Twitter already.
You've already shown your bias. I get it, dude. I get it. I don't know. No, for one, did you watch the post-credit scenes?
Yes.
No, I didn't watch.
I did.
I saw the one with the weasel.
Weasel, that was one, and then the other one was Peacemaker.
Yeah,
and he was on a gurney or whatever.
At the end of the end credits, there's another one.
Oh,
he's
God
alive.
Dang it.
There's another one?
I thought it was going to be another.
After the Peacemaker?
Plus. Yeah.
Oh, no. There's one
Peacemaker
after Peacemaker? That's the end. Okay. So, yeah, I saw
No,
okay.
there's not one after Peacemaker. Yeah,
good,
Max was all like, "But Peacemaker died." I'm like, "You didn't watch all the way through the end credits." Okay.
I'm about to
I
grab
was-
my
I
I
was
controller
don't care
and go
either
back and
way.
look.
I don't care
I was
either way.
actually cool that he died. I thought the
Yes.
series was going to be a prequel.
Right.
You know, like what leads up
What
to
they
him.
do with MCU.
Yeah.
I thought that's what I thought. I'm like,
I
okay,
thought that's
yeah,
what it
really.
was. But then when he's all cut up and he's like, he's coming back for revenge, I was like, okay. So I guess that's what. And then the two people are going to be they're connective tissue. It kind of feels like this is going to be like, you know, what is that?
Captain Boomerang is a star. That was bullshit. He was taken out like that right away. Him and Harley.
I think that was one of those.
They work well.
Subvert expectation.
I know.
Things.
I get it, but they work well. But they're missing a team element that makes things funnier. And Captain Boomerang and Harley work well off each other. Whereas,
I thought that
Peacemaker
Harley
is just is stale as hell.
I thought that Harley and Boomerang and Flag were on the wrong team. I was like, they're not Team A, they're Team B.
Yeah,
you know, because I mean they've been in the shit. You know, they you know, and Idris and Cena did say, you know, like it's two of the same character. So, like, why would you double up?
I mean, I'll still watch the show. I'm just, it's a crime that it exists over everything else. That's the thing.
He's about done watching the show.
I mean, I'm not gonna hate on stuff to not watch it, but but it
I'm
exists over. I would rather see a show on any other character in this movie. He's my least favorite character. The Peacemaker.
I didn't mind his character so much. I thought he was the fourth and fifth. I like Starro the best. Starro's number one. Idris is number two. Ratcatcher's number three.
Yeah.
And
Pink Shark
Polka Dot Man's number four. Peacemaker's five.
I didn't like the Polka Dot Man sing his mother everywhere.
I
thought that was hilarious.
I didn't think it was okay. I didn't think it was funny because it was, and the only reason why I didn't think it was funny is because I knew it was coming. I was like, oh, here it is again. You know, like when he was dancing and everybody was her, and when Starro was her, and I was like, I get it. I saw it coming, so it wasn't a surprise, like, haha, you know. But I get it, and I understood it, and it made sense because he's messed up in the head, so everybody, you know, is a representation of her. Made sense, but it wasn't funny. It was just like it made sense to me. I was like, oh, okay, so he's clearly got issues with his mom, and when he talks about her and his brothers and sisters that either, I guess, some are living and some are dead. I was like, okay, that's cool. And his polka dots, I thought that was a cool, unique thing.
Yeah.
I thought what would have been a better movie would have been had Starro got on him. And now a guy with powers, Starro can control. And that gives it another level of dynamic for them to fight, because all he's doing is attaching himself to just regular people. It would have been cool, you know, because he's a meta, I guess, a meta human. It would have been cool if they had said, oh, you know what, you know, make him, you know, controlled by Starro, and then at least give the Suicide Squad members something more formidable.
Well, I mean, maybe people will say that's why he's interesting, but most of the Suicide Squad before and in the first movie, they stood by each other to help each other. He is just. That was just
he was sent on a mission with specific instructions, and yeah, he's a douche, but that's fine. That's fine. I mean, I was not upset with that aspect of his character. I was like, okay, fine, whatever. And I don't mind his costumes. Costumes, you know, cool. It works. It translates for me. I didn't like that he survived. I was like, he should die. He should die. That should have been, you know, the thing could have been a prequel. I mean, unless they have a fire story.
I honestly didn't think Starro was going to work for me. They did really good with that part.
I love Starro. I've always loved Starro. I thought that the rats climbing on him, I was like, wait a minute. He doesn't have legs. He can fucking do a cartwheel and knock those little things off, you know, and smush them or whatever. And I mean, he's a, like they said, he's a like a Godzilla or whatever. What do they call him? A Jiru?
Kaiju, man.
Kaiju, yes.
What I really want to hear from Jarbo is how he thinks of Peacemaker, and explain to me why this is a good character.
I like Peacemaker because these are criminals, Max.
Yeah.
They're criminals. They're going to do bad things.
They're not good dudes.
They're not good dudes. You know,
it's like the first 5 minutes.
They're going to do crime.
Hey guys, I called you.
Yeah, it's like they're gonna, you know, they're gonna end up doing what they're gonna do. It's like the cool thing about Peacemaker was that like you could tell he was thorough. He was going to do the job. He didn't mean he liked it. You know what I mean? Like the thing is though, is he made that comment like when Ratcatcher 2 is like, wait, they call you Peacemaker. And he's like, I love peace with every part of my body. I don't care how many men.
No, Brian, no.
I haven't killed to get it.
Brian.
No, I did not.
100%.
And Army of the Dead vibes, a little bit at the end. There.
It did give me Guardians of the Galaxy vibes, as far as like them
you're
playing
right.
off of each other, and it was like lighthearted. I can make more correlation with that. Of course, it's another James Gunn film, but I can associate that team with this team.
The team gelled better in the first Suicide Squad than this.
The team, like, look, the thing is, the team was written to gel better in the original Suicide Squad. David Ayer only had 6 weeks to write the script, which means that the characterizations are going to be written to work well in order to get through everything. So that's kind of what's going on here. Like this time around, we're in a situation where these guys are.
I think they gave him too much time then.
Look, the way I see it is this: the movie is like, I know Max is out there trying to go, oh, they killed off every shred of the. No, dude. The thing is,
I felt it. I didn't. I'm not.
I can agree with that. They said, hey,
things.
These are the things that need to be done, and then if you do these things, you have free range to do whatever the fuck you want to with.
Why would you get rid of Rick Flag? He's
because
awesome.
they needed a reason. Look, okay, what's this fucking guy doing? Jesus Christ!
Rick Flag, he's leading the Suicide Squad. That's what he's doing.
Sorry, no. Some guy on a effing moped just like cut out in front of me.
Was it Peacemaker?
No, he's wearing a helmet.
No wonder Joel Kinnaman's like, yeah, I want to see the haircut. No wonder.
Well, the thing is though,
I don't think there's gonna be another Suicide Squad movie after this one. I think they're done.
I know. I mean, I'll be shocked if. Listen,
I think this is it.
Like Jarbo says, I'll eat crow.
I think Harley Quinn. I think Harley Quinn is going to be either in a Harley Quinn centric show or movie.
I think there's going to be some
Birds of Prey
backlash on
2
this because of the overly positive Rotten Tomatoes.
Gotham City Sirens. She's not going to be in another Suicide Squad.
I'm not saying it's bad that people are going to hate it like The Last Jedi. I'm not saying that. But the overly positive,
no. There's
but
overly positive,
the overly positive Rotten Tomatoes from the critics saying this is like the best.
I think it's going to end up like Wonder Woman 84, where everybody was like, "Oh, it's great," and then it's not so great as.
Hell no! I want to watch Suicide Squad again. I want to watch it again. There's no. Wonder Woman 84 was a terrible plot.
It was a horrible plot. It was bad writing. That was acted well.
No, I know everyone's disposable, but it's just I get that, but the team sucked. The team did not.
I don't mind them being disposable. Yeah, I don't mind them being disposable. That's fine, but I just
the best team sequence for me is when they accidentally blew up stuff early with Polka Dot Man. That was funny, and that action sequence was cool. When they're falling out of the
I thought that the King Shark with the cute things that turn mean, that's a trope you've seen several times. I thought that was a dumb sequence, like when he's in the aquarium.
It's at 95% from critics.
Those things only attacked him. Did not attack Harley. Did not attack Idris. Did not attack Polka Dot Man. They only attacked him, and I was like, "That's stupid." And she was like pulling him off of him. I was like,
"This is my major point with It's just the chemistry wasn't there, bouncing the comedy off each other. It seemed very forced. Like Harley Quinn's lines even seemed bad for it. Like, Milton at the end. Oh, you're Milton, right? That seems so.
Max. There's a whole line there when Bloodsport's like, I don't want to be a leader. And then Waller's like, I'll make you a leader. And then at the end, he leads, right? Like, he basically had, like, look, I forget the exact.
He had no team left. What are you talking about?
He had Harley, he had Polka Dot Man, he had King Shark. And
no, he did not have Polka Dot Man.
No, I wouldn't do this.
Harley, the Shark. Polka Dot Man got
That's your mother.
So no longer part of the team.
He says, that's your mother. That's what he says to him. That's how he says to hype him up, to get him to use his little his polka dots on him and stuff like that. So he ends up leading in that moment in time and leading the team. That's the whole thing. It's like at the end of the movie, they're not a team, but at the end of the movie, they're absolutely a team. That's the whole point.
Yeah, I can agree with that. They're a team. at the end. And where the fuck did Harley come? I did not like that she jumped into the Starro's eye. I thought
No,
that was dumb.
I like that part. I saw that.
She was in there for too long, and the rats all around her in the eye as well. I was like, what? I don't know. I didn't
it was a cool thing. I mean, well, for one, it's going to be accentuated simply because it's a movie and they're gonna stretch it out. And then two, it's a movie.
No.
I just don't see that. I don't see it having legs because, I'm fine with rated R, but I don't see families really enjoying this. And then it doesn't have that Deadpool comedy.
I was like, you got
comedy falls flat.
Dick and tits for what reason? Like,
oh well, I didn't mind that. I mean, it wasn't like in your face. It was in the background.
It wasn't in your face.
It wasn't like some movies put it like right in front of.
Oh my god, you guys sound like Grace Randolph. Oh, why is it PG? Why isn't it PG-13?
No,
PG-13.
No, I don't care about that.
I don't care that it's not. I mean, rated R is fine. I don't care about that. But
no, Max is like families are gonna. People like. Here's the thing: is this movie was already tracking for like a $30 million opening weekend, at 25 million, I think is what I read. Now it's upwards as high as 70 million. Okay. Is what I've been seeing.
I said I could be wrong. I can't understand. I don't understand. I am out of touch with.
Well, they're not getting my money.
I'm out of touch with it. Like I told RJ, he's like, RJ, what'd you think? I'm like, don't even talk to me, RJ. I didn't want to ruin anything for him. I'm like, don't talk to me until you see it.
Well, I talked RJ into watching it right now, so he's watching it right now. The thing is, it's like, look, I think like there are people like I'm just gonna say I think there are
that scene was amazing. Yes, that scene was really good, Mr. Brunswick. I agree. Bloodsport and Peacemaker. That was the only scene I liked with Peacemaker because he does action.
You talking about like the when they were going through the camp and killing everybody, and they were like behind the back,
and then Grace Randolph freaks out because they killed innocents. I thought that was funny. They're like, oh shit.
I didn't think it was funny.
Rick Flag.
It was entertaining. It was entertaining, but like I said, I mean, I'm a guy. I love comedy.
No, that's perfect for the Suicide Squad. Really messing up big time and like raining chaos. Yeah, I get that.
I think a lot of people are looking at this from like it looks like Guardians idea. When in reality you have to go back and look at it from like James Gunn's roots, like Slither and Super. And this is a light-hearted, dark comedy, right? He could have gone so much darker. In his other movies, he's gone darker. But here, he lightened it up quite a bit, and I think it works really well.
So you think surgically removing all the characters that they absolutely do, that they don't want going forward in the Snyderverse and Air cut was organic. It wasn't surgical. It wasn't surgical.
The Snyderverse is dead, man.
I'm just saying.
DC universe going forward, they're like, we're course correcting, and these are the characters we want to go forward with.
That,
right. So that was shocking. Yeah, that was the whole point. Was like, we're bringing all these characters in.
I wasn't shocked. I was disappointed.
That is what the Suicide Squad is. These characters come and they die.
I know, but it was done for a joke. It was done for a punchline and to prove a point, and then there were so many cool characters in the beginning, and then we get Peacemaker.
So
there were so many good characters
there. Peacemaker's character, and they're giving us a redemption in the TV show, which is going to be hard to do.
But then Peacemaker pulled a Carrie Fisher and Carrie Poppins himself to the end of the movie.
For you, mega podtastic. Brian, shut up is what Justin says. No, Justin, Brian, I don't.
I'm going to need Brian to take over. I gotta go pick up some food. So,
later, man. Take it easy.
Good. Give me something good. Brian, you have the floor.
No. The thing is, okay, for me, if a movie can like take me out of my day for at least 2 hours, mission accomplished. They did it in spades. I found myself laughing quite a bit, and I was just sitting in here by myself. I wasn't like full belly laugh, but it was like, you know what I mean?
I laughed more on this stream than I did in the. I didn't. More on this stream.
But no, like I mean, just every little bit of it. I mean, like even the stuff from the trailers that I thought I wasn't gonna kind of chuckle at, I still was like, yeah, that's good. But no, that was my whole thing for the whole movie. It was just like, it wasn't horrible and it wasn't great, but what I could see, and this is what the worst part about being in my headspace at the current moment is I can hear already certain people's critiques of the movie in my head as I'm watching it. So it's like, I mean, if I'm going to nitpick anything, I will say the language was a bit too much. And like, here I am, not trying to sound like a prude or anything, but like, you can get away with good dialogue in a movie without having to cuss every other word.
The interaction that Idris had with his daughter.
Yes,
I was like,
well, way too many FUs. Like,
I was like, it's just, I know it was done for a joke, but it was like, it wasn't funny.
After a minute,
I want to address. Michael S has a great comment here. I understand the premise of the Suicide Squad, Michael S. But if you take characters out, it has to be in a way that that respects the characters, not just for a joke.
Rick Flag went out fine. Rick went out fine. Rick Flag went out fine. Okay, here's why. Okay, because he got killed trying to do the right thing.
No, he got killed trying to do the right thing. It's just they wanted to. The reason why they showed his heart is because, unlike Peacemaker,
they want us to know it's done.
Yes, they were like, "There's no effing way RoboCop is coming back."
Yeah,
unless it said RoboCop,
and no wonder he's like, no wonder he's like, "Yeah, I want to see the haircut." No wonder.
I and after this movie, yeah, I do want to see this haircut, man. Because I think it's the last Suicide Squad movie we're gonna see.
I don't know about that. It really depends.
I don't think they're going to do another one because there's who's going to lead it. Rick Flag's not there. He's the leader. Viola Davis.
They killed
she got
way
cucked.
Too many people.
She got. I mean, and what she do?
She did a great performance.
She looked at him out of her office and was like, "They got me." That is not Waller. That fat dude and that and all the people in there.
The best part of the movie, I cheered. I hate Amanda Waller. I'm like,
but that's the point. You're supposed to hate her.
I get it. Like,
but the thing is that she's always Amanda Waller is always supposed to have kind of like Batman. She's always one step ahead, and she'll go to any lengths, and that's why in the other Suicide Squad, David Ayer Suicide Squad. She murked all the people that were in the room with her, like boop, 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 done. Don't care about you guys. You guys are expendable.
This just in from RJ.
Her team.
This movie is effing awesome. He's watching it now.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, Brian, you can like the movie. It's great. There are things that I like. There are things I like in the movie. So
my thing is I had such. I did not like the Suicide Squad or the first one. I didn't like it at all.
Oh, I like even the theatrical cut better than this.
The theatrical cut for whatever you want to call that movie that came out, 2016?
2016, yeah.
I didn't like it. It was too many pop songs.
Spoilers
took me out of the movie.
I didn't like the pop songs. Yeah,
the graphics are terrible. The story was weird and disjointed.
Yes, and that's why I think you'll like the Ayer cut if they ever release it because it's got no pop songs. It's got none of the graphics and shit. It's just a regular movie, and that's what I want to see.
I had a low bar going into this movie.
Oh, so okay. I thought you saw it, Goldman. I thought you saw it.
No, it was pretty good. Get out of here before you get the spoilers.
Yeah, because we're gonna spoil the crap out of this thing.
Too late.
Well, I mean, that was my main issue. The jokes really didn't. I mean,
they didn't hit for me.
Some of them do, some of them don't.
For me,
it was kind of
I consider myself a Renaissance man.
Well,
comedy.
You enjoy a wide array of comedy. Like
I do.
Yeah,
and I do enjoy my bit of dark satire.
Yeah.
And I understand. Like I said, I saw where James was trying to make a joke, but it was kind of like it's kind of like
that work.
It's like you get you see the punchline before it happens. Therefore, it's not funny when
the only jokes that worked for me were centered around the violence in it. Really, like that was like when they accidentally kill a whole village, and I'm like, that was, and they're like, oh shit,
that right there, I didn't laugh, but it was funny. It was funny. They were
Harley
like,
Quinn's jokes and said, Milton. It didn't seem natural. It seemed like she was trying to,
I think that she did better.
Birds of Prey Harley was funnier than this movie.
Yeah, I think she did better in the other ones. I think she was sort of sidelined. I think that the whole marriage thing was just, it was weird and it was a waste of time, or proposal or whatever, or sex, and she was still in a dress the whole time. I don't know. It was just, It was a waste. I didn't like
Jarbo
that.
liked it. Jarbo liked it.
I didn't like the
RJ liked
javelin
it.
throughout the whole thing. It was kind of like one of those things. It was like predestined that she was supposed to have it the whole time, and then that it was like the javelin guy was like, "Yes, I see the future. Here's here's the javelin for Starro's eye." It was. I was like, I like coincidences. I don't.
Well, Bradley,
I don't
I'm happy you like it. Again, I'm not
Yeah,
here.
no. If you like it, fantastic. I mean, there's a lot of movies out there that
Mike West, I didn't
even
even watch Grace Randolph. I have no idea.
It was Grace.
Oh no! All I heard from her was a clip saying that the village.
She said something about like Harley Quinn was such a strong female, and they turned her into a weak female in this one, and whatever.
I can kind of see that angle a little bit. I can, because she in my opinion, I mean, I could rewatch it one more time, but her surviving that beach sequence.
I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna give it another go. I'm gonna watch the movie again.
Yeah, they took her to get married. That's why she, she's the only survivor on the beach beside Rick Flag in the Weasel, and they took her to get married.
It was kind of a weird,
and she was okay with it.
Story beat or whatever. I don't know.
I'm not trolling. I'm very conflicted, and this is not the best opportunity to say, but I started membership today. No one's gonna want to be a member of this shit right now.
The Thinker wasn't bad, but I didn't quite understand what he was doing other than just helping experiment on Starro.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't get what his point was.
Thank you, Roosevelt.
Okay, it was kind of like he was just there for Starro to rip in half. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, she shot the man in the chest. Yeah. Cool. That is a cool Predator mask on the wall. That's newer.
Oh yeah,
Maybe I didn't notice it.
No. That's been there. That's been there. That's my.
I noticed.
Which one is that from? I think that's from AVP.
Yeah.
I think. But yeah, no,
Okay, Patrick agrees with Brian on Rick Flag. Team Brian.
Yeah. I don't think he went out like
I think
bad.
He was a good character.
I think they honored him well. I mean, honestly, he was trying to take the disc out. I mean, like, and in every kind of movie like that, you've always got that inside guy, and that's why I said like I was getting Zack Snyder Army of the Dead vibes.
One good thing about Gunn doing this with Peacemaker is that I didn't see that coming. As far as like him being like, this is my mission.
Yeah, the one that was going to be the betrayer.
Yeah, exactly. And that was good. That was good because it wasn't like he dropped hints. It was just sort of like, oh yeah, by the way. And I can't credit like James Gunn because there wasn't anything in there for anybody to pick up on. And it could be that it was just like, oh yeah, and by the way, you're going to betray everybody, or whatever. Or this is the mission, and Rick Flag just happened to grab the drive because nobody else was looking for it.
Yeah.
No one else gave a shit. And when Rick grabbed it, he was like, "Oh, hold on there." Like what? I don't know. I don't know. I'm still processing what I saw.
I'd rather read. Like I said, as soon as I was like, I want to watch the original again now, and I haven't wanted to watch the original.
Yeah.
I have a hard time on that one.
I can watch the extended cut of that one because there's a little bit more exposition in that, and it's fine. And I'm a fan of Will Smith, and there's Harley Quinn was good in that one.
There's just no excuse not to bring Katana back. She would have been great.
I think Katana should be in like Batgirl or in something. She doesn't have to be in a Suicide Squad. She can be in Gotham with maybe Batman or maybe someone else, or some sort of I don't know. I mean, she doesn't necessarily have to be. I mean, hell, she could be in Birds of Prey if they make a sequel.
Well, Michael S is saying, I'm just because I like Snyder. No, that's not the reason I don't like it. It's not because
Snyder's
it's not continuing.
name is all over this thing. He and his wife, they're both credited. They're in the beginning credits.
Humor didn't work. The team wasn't as cohesive as I'd like.
Snyder was also
in some of the characters.
Wonder Woman 84.
I don't mind characters dying, but I think it was just done for a big subvert your expectations and a big joke at the beginning, like, oh, everyone's dying. where there could have been some amazing, there were some really talented comedians in there too, which would have been a lot better than John Cena's Peacemaker.
I didn't like I thought the werewolf thing was stupid.
I thought that was kind of funny.
It's a werewolf.
My wife laughed at that.
I got a kick. I chuckled.
Her coming into the plane saying I had to drop a deuce or something, and he was like, "Oh, Tima," or something like that. I was like, okay.
It's not that I couldn't see something like that happening. It's just like, why do I want to watch the series when he killed Rick Flag, and it was a stupid scene. Like I felt like it was just there.
I thought he was going to kill.
My interpretation was that it was there for reasons. Take Rick Flag out at the end. They could have done that story point without killing Rick Flag. It was just another okay, this is done. Rick Flag's done.
Well, I mean, if you think about the Suicide Squad in any incarnation, it's always going to be Boomerang, Flag, and Harley. And then other people are just kind of and Deadshot, but Deadshot, of course, didn't want to be in the movie. But those are your staples, and then you have other ancillary characters everywhere else, and they're all expendable, and that's fine. And I don't have no problems with Rick or Captain Boomerang or Will Smith's Deadshot being expendable.
Yeah, I don't think the rewatchability is there because I don't want to watch it again. Just like Wonder Woman 84, I'm like, oh man, I have this for 30 days, and I don't want to watch it again. I want to go back and watch the original. But
again, for me personally, I won't be buying this. It's not something that I can say, hey, you know what? I want to put this, in my collection.
Boomerang, man. Captain Boomerang had great chemistry with Harley. They were great. She's like, hey, Boomer. And it was like, oh.
I liked Jai Courtney.
Yeah. And this is the only film I like Jai Courtney in. The only role.
Yeah, he doesn't have that many roles that he's good at.
Right.
And you're never going to get the payoff with the Flash because there was only that one scene in the first Suicide Squad was like, oh, I guess no honor among thieves, eh? And that's it. That's all you see with Boomerang and Flash. And it's like he'll never be in the Flash franchise or whatever because they killed him.
I still have no concept of
Max, he's a bad guy. yeah.
Of what's happening with DC movies. Still, I'm just like, this is like, it doesn't really move the goalpost towards anything either. It's just, it exists. It's just like, okay, there's all these articles popping out like, oh, Margot wants to be back for a Harley. I'm like, okay, I don't see that much character development off Birds of Prey to this one. It's just like, okay, she's going to be in another properry.
Well, I mean, honestly, though, how much character development were you expecting from Harley Quinn?
No, I know, but maybe.
I mean, that's why she gave the answer she gave on the red carpet because she'll come back, she'll play Harley Quinn again.
But it's just like another Harley Quinn.
Well, at this point, it's just collected a check. At this point,
it's like so shallow and hollow.
It's I'm going to do a property or movie for you, and then I'm going to do something for me.
Birds of Prey did a lot more for her character than this film. And this may be more fun than Birds of Prey in certain ways.
Fabulous emancipation. So,
but,
of course.
But it just did nothing for her character except one cool action sequence.
Yeah, I just, I don't know. I always kind of found her a bit annoying at certain times. But this one, I found her less annoying. So I suppose
life is right. All of her
hashtag justice for the rebel camp. Mr. Brunswick says, I think the reason why Zach and his wife get credit is because they had a hand in creating the film versions of Harley, Boomerang.
Right. So they're awarded producer credit on this film.
The best characters in this film. The best characters in this film.
I mean, hey, when he and Ayer and who was the other guy? James Wan and all that. When they were all constructing this universe, it was supposed to be really awesome, really expensive, just like Lord of the Rings. And because they shifted and changed guard and whatever, now they're trying to get their ducks realigned with new management, if you will. It's going to take a little bit for them to actually find their footing, stability, all that. Ooh,
I like Shifty Gizm's take. Hold on, Megapod-tastic. I was disappointed Boomerang died, but I love characters actually. I don't have a problem with the expendable. It's an execution. I don't like a bunch of them just going out as like a subvert expectations and a gag. I don't mind Boomerang going, but I missed the opportunity for great chemistry when you have this John Cena of charismatic black hole. That's great shit because listen, I like John Cena as a person.
The Harley Dictator thing was a waste of time. Will Smith did not want to be a part of this.
Yeah,
there's so much bad press on DC properties that and his son is not Static Shock anymore, and his wife finished doing the Gotham thing.
That's the only.
So he has no reason to come back.
The only character development Eon 001 with that sequence where she was with that dictator and she was thinking about getting married was that was the only character development that she's never going back to trusting a man, and if she has a warning sign she's going to just shoot him in the chest. That's the only. So that pretty much points to Poison Ivy, and if another man pops up, it's going to be something similar. And one and done.
Another thing
thank you, wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Was the team? They did it twice in the film. The team walking in a line towards the camera. I was like,
that's for trailers.
How many? No, but it's in the movie twice.
Yeah.
It's just dumb.
Release the haircut. Yes, I think there is a good possibility of it. Who knows about Snyder? But release the haircut.
It could just be that people were being nice because he put that letter out, and they were like, God, if we don't say something, we're gonna look like douchebags. And then we'll just let this thing ride out. We won't say anything. We'll let it die, and hopefully everybody will just let it go.
I just don't see myself revisiting this, and I love to watch movies over and over again. I'll probably watch scenes. I'll watch scenes from it.
I mean, I'll say this: if it hadn't have been for HBO Max, I probably would have waited.
Okay.
I definitely would have waited. And I'm glad that I did not go to the theater, because usually for these movies, the superhero movies, I'll go to the theater because I want to be, engulfed in that experience or whatever. But from the extended previews and the trailers that we got, I wasn't excited. Like I'll definitely go see the Batman in the theater, because that little trailer that we got over almost a year ago was really good.
Mm-hmm.
And it got my interest. It piqued my interest. So I'm going to go see it. And it's not Snyderverse. And it piqued my freaking interest. The only thing I really don't like about it is the fucking Batmobile. It looks stupid. Looks like it came out of, Fast 9.
Mm-hmm. Matchbox.
Yeah. It's like Vin Diesel was driving Batman.
I actually think after the stream, when I get ready for bed, I'm going to put on the original Suicide Squad, watch that for a little bit. This is not what I wanted to do today. I was having a good day. I'm just like so blah. Like no, my friends. I know some people think hardcore Snyder Aircut fans have too much bias that they can't enjoy anything. But I got honestly.
There are a lot of really good Marvel movies that I could put ahead of this.
Oh yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy works so much better.
Guardians of the Galaxy is a great movie.
Even the second one's better than this.
The second one. This one has a lot more positive things.
The jokes at least land. The jokes at least landed. The Guardians of the Galaxy.
I don't remember the jokes.
Now I would have loved to see Starro in theater. That sequence was cool.
Yeah. Starro was dope. Starro was dope. They did a great job with that character.
It's so rewatchable. I just rewatched it. Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy is pretty rewatchable.
It is.
Oh, here we go. How long did it take for Jarbo? He's just trying to trigger me.
What?
Snyder called us here. No, I was rooting for it. Listen, I have people that say that they're getting annoyed with me talking so positively of James Gunn. My friends, not friends on the panel right now, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yes, Ambassador. I am. There's some things in it that are good, but I didn't enjoy it. I had bitter beer face. You know what? And that's the perfect analogy, because when you're really, nothing's as good as a nice cold, ice cold beer when you want to relax and enjoy something after a hard day's work. And then you take a sip and it's ugh. And that's how I felt for the majority of the movie. I'm like, oh, come on. The funniest scenes were in the trailer. Besides,
You need to quit drinking cheap beer, dude.
No, I like a good beer. I like a good beer.
Good micro brew. I mean, what the hell?
Whoa, Shifty Gism says, well, I'm a known Snyder disliker, and I thought this movie was lousy. No cultists here.
There you go.
I mean, I could see it. Okay, there's a lot of people who are accustomed to a more serious tone with the DC movies, especially the ones that are DC EU adjacent, whatever the hell you want to call multiverse these days. It's just something that I've noticed from somebody from an outside perspective. Okay, if it's not serious, it's not good. And
I love Ant-Man.
There's no room for what I'm saying is no, that's Marvel. I'm talking about
it's a superhero movie.
But no, I'm not talking about that.
Yeah, okay.
People who are DC fans have a specific way about themselves. It's they hold that DC very close to their heart, and I understand. So it's like whenever something gets kind of closer in the way of it, it's a little bit different. So it's like when it's easy to kind of say, oh, well, that's just Marvel. That's just Marvel. But when DC does what, Marvel does, you know what I mean? I can see that.
There was stuff in Aquaman that was funny. I liked.
Oh, no. And not only that, but.
And that wasn't, a lot of that stuff wasn't serious in that one because they did the lighter tone.
Oh, see,
well,
Zeno is saying the usual suspects hated the movie. No, I have an open mind.
That's basically what I'm saying is like the people who I knew were going to not like it.
Well, honestly, what do you think of me?
I mean, I kind of figured you'd be on the fence about it.
Yeah,
you have a tendency to be a little bit more positive about that kind of stuff.
I would leave this stream because we're
we have been dropping the occasional spoiler. So
especially when Darkseid comes in and kills everyone.
That's right. And he's like, "This is the Snyder cut." Bitches.
I'm not a usual suspect. I'm okay with a lot of jokes. You just got to deliver. It's in the execution was not there for me.
It makes me think jokes.
It makes me think of lesser James Gunn. I think the cast of Guardians worked better with each other. It bounced off each other better.
No, that's
the comedy. This seemed really forced.
Or not the casting.
The jokes from Peacemaker and Harley were just cringe. Idris Elba did fine.
The whole dicks on the beach.
I still laugh at some of the John Cena jokes.
So
I was like, maybe this will work better in the film. Like when I watched the trailer, as I see it in context, I'm like, no, it's still stupid.
I think I got a soda at that part.
Yeah,
I don't recall.
Yeah, the best characters died on the beach or died by the end of the film.
But I'll tell you this: when I watched Wonder Woman 84, that part with the Smithsonian, I fell asleep. I had to go back and watch it.
Oh, you're talking about like when she first got her job?
Well, no, where she's like, no, she's showing Steve Trevor through like the 80s, and then they go to the Smithsonian or whatever.
Oh,
okay. I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Oh,
straight up. Like, I'm sorry that like this movie didn't do that to me.
Ambassador, people were hating on James Gunn, and I said, leave him alone. He deserves his chance. So feel free to your opinion. But I did have an open mind for this.
I'd like to see him take another crack at it, man.
And I don't care.
I would love to see him with like a sole property that's not one of the flagship characters. Like try some ancillary character. Give me a Booster Gold.
Well, we're going into massive spoilers, Andrew.
I'll definitely I'll definitely give that a whirl. I mean, like, hey, take off. Show me what you got, but. Just this one here just didn't overall. I didn't think it was great. I thought it was
a rough watch.
At best, it was.
They're cool sequences. Cool sequences. Comedy was bad, and well, Andrew, we're going into spoilers though. Well, we've done spoilers. Yeah. Listen, anyone that loves it, I think you have good taste too, and I'm happy you like it. And I'm more upset with myself that I can't enjoy something like this, but it just wasn't there for me.
It's if it doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't resonate. It's kind of like going to a restaurant and you order something and you just didn't like it, so you're not going to order it again.
Now there is more to like it than Wonder Woman 84. There was more to like in here, but I got the same shitty feeling after Wonder Man 84. Like, oh, come on. It just does nothing to move anything anywhere. All of this shit is filler. Like our worst fears are come true.
Yeah.
All of this stuff is just absolute
same
filler
thing with,
and nonsense.
the Ayer cut. If the Ayer cut gets released and we get to see it and it's shit, I'll say it's shit. I don't care.
Yes, I would, Matt Jarbo. I don't think the first Suicide Squad was that great. It's just better than this. I mean, the thing that's better. The thing that's better.
Suicide Squad. I had a problem with the putties.
Well, the thing, yes. The thing that's better about this Suicide Squad than the first is the villain.
Enchantress entirely sucked.
Yes,
it was terrible.
That was the major problem.
Effects.
Yes,
that was all that was. I like the whole,
Yeah, the putties did feel like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Yes, but the enemies in
her talking to her brother, that was dumb. Mm-hmm. Because they really didn't establish anything, and they weren't really a big threat.
We're not talking about Spider-Man, Andrew. This is like saying I hated MC
Spider-Man died in the Suicide Squad
because it's not Toby. No, I'm okay with you. I enjoy lots of different types of humor. It just didn't. It didn't work for me. It didn't connect. Like the humor was off. Offbeat. It doesn't feel natural. It feels forced. And most of the humor was not funny. The action, it was extremely violent. My wife didn't like that part. I was okay with that part if it's justified. If you're mowing down people, there's going to be violence.
I mean, I thought it was cool, like when they shot those two guys and they
I'm just kidding.
Exploded. There was kidding with you between the two guys. That was cool.
We're just saying it's uncanny how you bring it back to Spider-Man each time.
It's uncanny. I thought it was spectacular.
It's like a train. It runs on time.
Exactly. Worst fears come true. This is all Justice League Earth. Like I'm just shocked. I'll be shocked if the general public likes this. I'll eat crow. I'll say I was wrong.
Before I knew anything about what happened to Zack Snyder in the movie Justice League, I liked it.
You like Justice? Oh, okay.
No, yeah. I would.
So I mean, like
there were things in Justice League that I liked, but there was
I like Justice League. I'm not. I originally like my original take on that movie.
This is spoilers for the Suicide Squad. Are you doing all right, buddy? We can't hear you. Okay. So this is spoilers for the. Are you doing all right, man?
Yeah, I don't know what's up.
What's that?
You can't hear me?
Technical difficulties.
You're going all robot on us.
Now we can hear you. Did you watch the Suicide Squad?
I'll get back to you. I don't know why I'm freezing so much right now.
I don't know what you're saying.
He says he'll get back to you. He's freezing up right now.
Okay. Well, I'll remove you because it's awkward. No,
the stream is at a halt.
I honestly think that Eddie, in the private chat, when you're ready to try again, let me know and I'll try to bring you back in the private chat. I honestly think I like Justice League is more rewatchable than this.
Really?
Yeah, for me. I watched Justice League a bunch of times before the Snyder Cut came out, for sure. I mean, I knew there's problems. I knew what I was missing.
A few times.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so I'll give you this. I do own Justice League. I bought it.
Oh, your creds.
Because I thought this was the only way I'm going to see this ensemble. That's the only reason I was like, well, this is it. Because I thought at that time that they weren't going to release the Snyder Cut for like 20 years. And they were just going to reboot the whole universe. That's what I thought they were going to do. So I was like, this is the only way I'm going to see, all these characters in the film. So I did buy it. And then when the Snyder Cut came out, I have that ordered because that was a good show. It was a good movie. And I'm not going to buy this one. It's just not something that I feel like I want to invest in and be like, hey, you know what? I'm going to pull from my wall. I don't think I'm going to go to the wall and take it off the shelf.
Yeah. Oh well. I'll look forward to Titans next week. And
let's hope they don't screw up Red Hood. That's the only it's the only thing I'm worried about is Red Hood, because I'm like, I think they should have killed Jason and done for the season, and then maybe bring him back later on, resurrected or whatever. But I'm curious to see how they're going to do it. But
Eddie, did you get a chance to see it yet?
Yeah, I just finished it.
Okay, what's your thoughts?
I like the movie, and
Okay, all right, good.
you know, I liked it, and it's weird. It's weird though about I don't know why, because even the first Suicide Squad, I know it's a mess, but somehow it's a lovable mess. I don't know.
I understand.
That's why it's weird. Even though this movie is as a movie itself put together, no, it's definitely way better made than the first Suicide Squad. It has better acting. It has a better plot. Even with the jokes, look, when it comes to the first one, the first Suicide Squad, those jokes are definitely cringe.
Yeah, I was gonna say the
they're
first one
definitely
real duds, man.
Yeah,
They
so
were
you can't
horrible.
talk shit about this movie, because at least some of them are actually good. But I don't know. I think this, like I said, I think this is a good movie. It just
Okay, I'm happy.
I don't know
for
why
you.
you're having trouble, putting it over the first one, even though I knew it was this would be fair garbage. So I don't know.
it
It's
was
just
probably
strange.
Will Smith, because Will Smith was charming in the
Yeah,
other
he
one.
was. Yeah.
I thought that whole like exchange when he was about to murk that one guy, and he was like, "Hey, I need to see another zero or whatever," and he's like, "Oh yeah, double it for being a dick." That was funny at the time. It's not funny now.
No, I agree.
I love that sequence.
Yeah.
That was pretty dope.
No,
But
I
yeah,
agree
mean,
with that.
I
That
think
was the
that the
worst part of
ultimate
the Snyder
bad.
Cut.
I think the villain, or not the villain, but the ultimate villain or whatever. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in this one which is Starro. I think Starro was better than Enchantress and her brother
Yes.
from the
definitely.
first one. And because I think. And I know they didn't film it, but I think that if they had Steppenwolf and Enchantress interact, like she's trying to bring him into the realm, and then there's a big thing or whatever, that would have been pretty dope. But the brother and her, it was weak. I didn't. It wasn't. That just wasn't a great third act. This one here, I love Starro. Like I said, he was the best character, the one I was most excited to see on the screen. I thought that the rats climbing on him, he could have done a cartwheel and knocked him off. Because he's a kaiju. He's not just going to go down like a bitch, but he kind of went down like a bitch. So
No, I think it was earned. I think his death was pretty epic. What was Idris Elba's character name?
Deadshot. I mean,
Bloodsport.
Bloodsport. Yeah,
Bloodsport. I liked him as
I
the
didn't
character.
like how he pulls shit off of him.
Yeah,
And I don't know
it's like
if this is comic book
Transformers.
accurate. I don't, because I don't know Bloodsport.
Yeah.
But I didn't like that he was just like, here's this box and it's gonna manifest itself onto a gun, and then here's this thing, and I'm gonna grab my cod piece, and that's gonna be the scope or something. And it was like a transformer. It was like just kind of getting bigger and bigger every time he was putting something on it from his suit. And I was like, if that's I wasn't down with
I mean,
that.
if they were gonna kill people anyway, why didn't they bring back more from the first, like Diablo and Katana?
I think that they wanted to introduce more obscure characters for James. I think he wanted to like just bring. They were like, yeah, bring in this, and I want to bring in this character. I want to drown Weasel and then let him live at the end for no reason. I want to. Oh, who else? Who else? Javelin. Again, I thought that was stupid that she had the javelin throughout the whole thing. And
James, I'm very happy for you. You can admit that. I think lesser of James Gunn after this. I liked Brightburn. I liked the
Brightburn
first
was
Guardians.
pretty dope.
Yeah. The stilted dialogue and bad comedy. I know the first one had a little stuff like that too, but I honestly think it was cheesy, but it worked better in the first one, except for King Shark and Ratcatcher 2. That was a beautiful relationship. I love that. Those two together were great.
Yeah, together were great. King Shark by himself, Stallone just wasn't there for me. I was like,
I love King Shark.
Oh, what? I liked him the whole time, man. He was
Me
great.
too.
Yeah.
I liked his character design, but I just thought he was just way too dumb. for my taste. I thought that
What was
the
basically
interaction
Groot
with
point
Ratcatcher
two.
and him was
It was
great,
another
you know.
Groot. He treated him like another Groot.
He was like Groot. Yeah, I can see that.
There was a Hulk throwback too when they made him take the stairs. I was like, oh jeez.
Well, again, and I didn't like the aquarium scene when those cutie things were like, you know, oh look, I love you, and then he gets in there with them. They're like, I turned on you, and I'm like, okay, I've seen this in like so many different. Yeah. I know you know Zod Rider loved the film. Zod Rider gave it 10
Zod Rider
out of
was
10.
right. Hashtag Zod
He gave
Rider
it 10 out of 10 because he absolutely loved this film. He thought it was the best. And he said that it's better than Zack Snyder's Justice League. That is from Zod Rider himself. You can go to his channel and you can listen to that show.
Brad's happy to see it.
Yeah, I doubt he said that.
No, I was like, I'm still friends with Zod, but I was fighting him over this hating ahead of time. I don't like.
Yeah, never hate ahead of time. Like, but the things that we saw coming out, the trailer and the little extended clips, did not get me excited. So I was already going in with like low expectations. And then when I saw the detachable kids, whatever, I was like, okay, it was the same. And he did nothing else, but he died on the shore or whatever. And I was like, okay. And it just seemed like he had been doing this before. Like he was a seasoned Suicide Squad Task Force X member, but nothing he did paid off. It was like, what the fuck did he do on the other? Well,
you can attest to this, Ryan, because you saw me closest right before. Wasn't I really looking forward to it?
Yeah.
I was like, I want to have fun.
We were all ready. We were like, hey, let's end the stream. Time to go. And that's the first thing I did. Got off the stream, went over, turned the TV on, got it on HBO Max, and I was ready to go. I was up and running. And as I was watching it, I was like, oh wow, I just certain things just didn't hit, and certain things I did like, but there was a lot.
Now this next part is really awkward, especially when I don't feel any peer pressure if you're on the panel either. I'm just showing what I've been working on. This is I feel odd doing this because I've spoken about this before, but I'm going to show you my membership stuff in case you'd like to. No pressure to anybody. I actually did I had to manually do it to get the lowest I could. And the lowest they'd let you do is 99 cents. And I'd buy that for $1 tier. If anyone's interested in memberships, and this is where viewers will go, and then we'll get back to the movie. I'm only going to show this for a minute.
Sword of Power?
Yes, the Sword of Power. Yes, exactly. Doesn't that sound awesome? You could be like Tila with the Sword of Power.
Okay.
Binge Buddies is $2.99. That was in. I'll get more. I'm not going to spend too much on this. I'm just letting you know I worked on it. I'm working on emojis. Cool. I have some Justice League emojis. Cool. The Sword of Power means that you're like Xeno. You actually direct my content. Now, I never
understood, like, why was it that Skeletor could grab the sword and say, by the power, I have the power. I'm like, wait a minute, you have to be worthy. Like,
I don't know that part. Well, if you pay $4.99, I guess you are worthy. But
like Thor's hammer.
I mean, this is all optional, no pressure, and I already feel awkward even bringing it up, so I'm taking it out now. But I have been working on that. If you want to know anything about that off the live stream, contact me and I'll let you know. All right, so let's get back to movie topics here. And I was checking to see there's no ratings from the audience yet.
They won't let that happen. They'll say there's too many toxic.
Oh wait. No, there is. There is
toxic people.
No. I guess I'm wrong on air. This is kind of telling. I will see if it keeps this way.
I would say, I'm not gonna go.
I already know it's gonna have a good one.
I don't
know the audience to eat up this movie.
Don't go hating on the movie. It's
no. Look, 90%.
Rotten crap.
No, 90% so far from the audience. 100+ verified ratings.
Where are we? Okay, here it is.
Wait, what are you searching? Rotten crap.
Yeah, well, that's the name of the site. Rotten crap. So yeah, 94 for the tomato meter and 90 for the audience score. And so far, there's over 100 verified ratings.
Damn.
We
lost Max over it.
And let's see what the bots have to say. The movie was amazing. The best DC movie I've ever seen than The Dark Knight, hilarious and bloody. I love the whole thing. Was really, really shocked at some things that happened, but they did warn us not to get too attached. What a movie. I have to, hats off to the grammar. The story was amazing. Characters were even better. John Cena and Idris Elba bounce off each other perfectly. What an amazing film. Would recommend this to anyone who likes superhero movies. 100%. Let's see. Sorry, spoilers. People died, lived. Wait. People died, people lived. Rats creep me out.
I like the rat catcher.
I liked her character. Her
Yeah.
character was one of the good ones.
Oh, this is critics still.
Is
They're
it
not-
critics?
They're not showing.
Oh, this is verified audience. That's what I was looking at.
No verified audience reviews.
No verified audience reviews? Okay, let me go to all audience. Let's see. All audience. Okay, here's somebody that did not give a whole full 5. I see full 5s all the way. I see a 1. Horrible.
Cost couldn't save it. What the
Like I came into
Not
this
as good
movie
as
with
the
pretty
first
semi
one. Uh-oh.
expectations after all the first one was absolute shit show. However, this movie blew my initial expectations. The action is there. It had good action. The characters are there. Had some good characters. And James Gunn clearly was not held back, and why this movie is just deserving an R rating because it had a dick and tits. In my opinion, this film is worth 100%.
I mean, that was the least of the problems for me. Like I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm just saying it's like, why is that and whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's got good qualities to it. I can see where people can look and find good qualities, but for me, the disconnect and the bad qualities outweigh. It reminds me of.
Was Harley Quinn hot? Yes, she is very hot. Yes, Margot Robbie's got it going. Yes.
I think she's definitely hot, with the exception of the bags under her eyes. I'm like, dude, can't you get that taken care of?
Oh boy, I think
she's got the money, man. Go get that shit cleared up.
Okay. Protoss X says he feels it's better than the first one, but didn't feel like a banger.
Yeah, I wasn't like blown away. I'm not going to call my mom and be like, "Hey, mom, guess what? You need to watch the Suicide Squad."
I would not tell my parents. Like I would know my dad would. I'm not telling my dad to watch this. It's not a movie for him.
I wouldn't let people like care.
My
about
family,
in terms of kids, family members.
Yeah.
So I don't care about you guys. Watch the damn movie. No, I wouldn't recommend it to.
I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. I'd just be like, oh, hey, yeah, that movie came out. If you want to watch it, it's there.
Oh, I've already done it. I recommended it a few times.
Okay, James Gunn wants to make a Ravengers TV series for Disney Plus.
I was like, why is this dude's hair, Michael Roker? I was like, why is his hair perfectly combed? Like, what? I'm like, dude, put that bitch up in a bun or a ponytail or some shit. It was like it was on his shoulders. On either side. I was like, what the
hell
it was so nice.
Is this bird massacre? James Gunn really hates birds in this film.
I didn't understand that either. The bird.
I mean, the
aviary getting lit.
The aviary.
The first one with James Roker where he throws the ball was kind of interesting. At least shows he's a badass. And then
that was a cool shot. That was a cool scene. Like, you had the X's all over the walls and they were painted different colors and stuff. So very, very cool. But he did nothing interesting in the field, and he stood there for too long. When he was watching on the beach, it was like, are you gonna run or are you gonna do something, or why are you still shook? Like, dude, you're a criminal. You're a hardened criminal, and you're just like.
No, I would be interested. I would be interested in seeing this over on the Peacemaker series. James Gunn wants to make Ravengers TV series. This is Michael Rooker, and that's his brother, and he was the Weasel. He did the Weasel walk.
Unneeded character, not necessary.
I mean, it was fun. It was funny. If you're gonna have a character die, like that one, I didn't mind as much as the other characters that I wanted to see.
I mean, they should have done something with the fucking character. They did nothing with him. He sat in the plane. He drowned in the water, and they pulled him on the beach, and then he woke up from the beach and he walked away, and that's his character. That's it. Nothing.
Probably it.
Yeah.
That's how you know. That's how he shows that they're all expendable. Shit just happens to happen.
I get
Yeah, but I
it.
mean, they
That's
didn't
it.
do anything with him. He
I
was
get
just kinda
that
like,
point,
what
but
is it?
it just
He was a
on the chemistry of the movie, you keep the best talent. I'm sorry, they didn't. They didn't. Maybe it's just the.
I mean,
pushing
look,
the
if
Peacemaker.
you're talking about killing the squad and all that shit, fucking kill Idris. That would shock the fuck out of everybody.
Yeah. Or if they killed Harley, people are like, what the hell? Like, shocker, you have to see the Suicide Squad and then bring her back some other way. But
yeah. I mean, that's one thing. Hell, kill Harley. Who's gonna do that? Who's gonna pull the trigger on Harley Quinn? Hell no. Nobody's gonna do that. She's the one who's like, she can walk into a room and everybody's like, oh, she'll live.
She's the one that normal people know.
I don't know what to do with this account because I don't want to get Zod mad at me either. But
should I do the old mute job? Like, I get.
Can you come back and change your name? I don't want to troll Zod that much.
Yeah, he's kind of my friend and everything.
Yeah.
So like,
you're welcome. Now your opinion. I have no idea who it is.
I thought it was Zod. I didn't know.
No, because it says Zod Rider's a Salty Snyder fan.
You'll probably see some of them. Some Snyder Salty fans tomorrow, though.
It's kind of Zod humor.
He'll put that on there. Okay,
just a troll. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It might be Zod. I don't know.
I don't.
I thought it was. I was just joking.
I think Zod's streaming himself.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, I think he's live now.
Yeah, they will never get rid of Harley. Yeah, if you really wanted to shock me, everyone's expendable. It's expendable. It's the Expendables, but Harley. Really?
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Oh well. I don't know what to say now. I'm looking for Titan season 3. He is live. I'm looking forward to Titan season 3. That's not the way I wanted to go today. I couldn't wait to stream. I wanted to talk about it because I wanted to get I don't like to hate on movies anymore. I really don't. I get the same letdown as I did after Wonder Woman 84. I'm hoping Flash will be okay, but I don't want to keep doing this to myself either.
Let's go Batman. Let's do it.
I mean, I'm digging everything I'm seeing from Flash, minus the baby scene.
I don't know about the baby scene.
Oh, you don't know about that.
I haven't been covering it because I know some friends.
Babies are falling to their death for some reason, and the Flash is catching them in midair.
Hopefully, he catches them.
I may have heard about that.
Yeah, and so I'm like, okay, so what you're telling me is if the Flash wasn't a superhero, that these babies would just be splatting on the ground. That I'm not cool with that.
Oh, you're tired?
No, actually, I got a boogie. One, I got to get up hella early because we got to make a bunch of sandwiches for hot August nights tomorrow. Ugh. Okay. And my ass hurts. So, anyways, take care.
And with that,
take care, my friends. I leave you with a pain in the ass. Have a good day.
That's what we always think of you, pain in the ass,
right.
Brian.
Yeah.
No.
When I leave, yeah, that's right.
No.
All right, guys.
Thanks, Brian.
Take it easy.
Yeah,
Sorry
man.
you didn't like the movie, unfortunately.
Dude. You know, I'm glad that you did like it.
Yeah.
No, it's been fun to actually, sit back, relax, and enjoy a movie. It's been a while, so right on, man. Peace.
I did that recently. I enjoyed a movie. It was called The Long Halloween. I thought that was pretty good show. Both parts. I thought the first part was better than the second, but it was good. I would recommend that.
I want to check it out, but I'm hoping more of these newer recent animated films get the HBO Max too.
Hopefully.
All right, here's something that no one really cares about. Why are they doing this now? I mean, Hunger Games prequel. I'm okay with it, but I don't know. I think the time is gone.
I don't think anybody cares about the Hunger Games anymore. It's kind of like
I'm not hating on it. I'm just
Beasts in that like nobody really cares that much about.
I mean, I think the time to do it is gone. Honestly, I think it's not. I mean, if they could do it and it's interesting, okay. But I don't know. The first one was okay. I didn't like the other ones. The first one.
I didn't stay with the series. I watched the first one.
Neither did this actress. She was phoned out. Phoned it in after
well,
the-
she did the same thing to the X-Men franchise
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
She kind of phoned it in.
Jennifer
She didn't
Lawrence,
care.
yeah.
Yeah, she didn't even want to be in the damn blue makeup anymore. She was like, "Oh,
Right.
I'm too good for that. No, just give me powder my nose."
Here's some good news. I had this for Brian and he left. Uh-oh. All right, here is the good news. Star Trek Prodigy Season 1. It's like an animated Star Trek film on Nickelodeon. The character design looks pretty cool, actually, for kids' property. I was surprised.
Yeah.
I
I probably won't watch it, but it looks cool, and I'm glad that they're doing something for kids in the Star Trek realm. That's cool.
I mean, the character designs, they look interesting, right? They don't just look overly generic to me.
Yeah, it looks really, really Star Wars.
Star Trek.
No, yeah, I know, but it looks very Star Wars. I mean, you don't really see characters that look kind of like that in Star Trek. Usually they're more humanoid and they just have like a different, prosthetic on their head or whatever. But yeah, that was never really a thing in Star Trek. So it's cool. Open it up. That's a franchise that you can definitely jump
Dark
into.
Claw is all excited about it. Okay. Just watch Suicide Squad. What a badass. Hey, I guess I'm in the minority. Based on Rotten Tomatoes and my friends, me and Ryan so far, and I'm pretty sure Zod, and then ACS. I don't want to give any spoilers for ACS, but he wasn't like impressed.
There's been a lot of people that I've spoken with that are not impressed with it. So you have those people who do like it, which is fine, and you have those people who don't. So I mean, not every movie has to be everyone's cup of tea.
That's true. It's just an overall blah feeling. That's why I'm so invested in DC movie universe, and it doesn't do anything for me. I feel the same uncertainty. It's not like there was going to be revelations in this film, like going, but I wanted to be solid enough that I felt comfortable.
I'm more interested in Black
movies.
Adam as far as being the next good DC movie.
Yeah.
I'm going to put Flash aside, but I think that Black Adam is going to be the solid, one that I think most people will be able to agree on that is going to be a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong, but I mean, I feel like that is the movie that has all their ducks in a row, and they're going to give you a solid product.
Mm-hmm. I hope to be back tomorrow night and be happier. Maybe I'll bring back my OnlyFans series where I'm trying to be positive. You missed that, Eddie. I've been doing a series where I try to only be positive. They didn't qualify for this one. Hey, Firewater. This is spoilers for the Suicide Squad, but I think we're winding down soon too. My energy's gone. I'm like, it sucked the energy in my positive. It sucked the positive out of me about the future of movies. I'm still hoping for the Flash, like Ryan said, Black Adam, the Batman, Matt Reeves.
Batman, I think, is going to be another hopefully solid.
Blue Beetle for sure.
Blue Beetle, well, that one's on HBO Max.
Eddie and Saggy got me excited for that, and I'm excited.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah. I have two more articles we could just cover real quick. This might just be clickbait. It's not from everyone's favorite website, but I'm sharing it because that would be amazing. But it might just be Sony and Disney discussing Spider-Man X-Men film. Yes, I would love that if they do that, but I don't know. That might be too much of a way off.
Well, I mean, to be honest, like Sony and Disney, like they don't play well together.
Mm-hmm.
And like just to even share Spider-Man was kind of pulling teeth, and then to go back and further the deals or whatever. It's just so far I haven't heard anything positive with in regards to Disney and Sony like sharing or playing nice together completely. It'd be cool. I mean, I want to see another X-Men show. I mean, I want to see him redo it. Like, give me some new actors, new faces. That's what I liked so much for the First Class. I thought it was great to see new talent come in.
Oh yeah.
Characters. And I want to see it again. Recast all the characters.
James M says the article is bonus. Didn't even sound right. Okay.
Yeah, it probably is bogus, but
Yeah. Well, Degrassi, listen, I would love to know about Green Lantern Corps or Justice League Dark.
What's funny about Green Lantern Corps is that was the first DC property that they were pimping that was supposed to be coming out on HBO Max. And other than like they had a casting announcement this year for Alan Scott and Guy Gardner.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's all you've heard. And that's it. They're silent. They don't. It's like, what? You don't have any information on this thing? That's not good. That's alarm bells are going off on that. So I hope it doesn't.
Yeah, Spider-Man and Fantastic Four seems more likely. That would be a good fit if they were going to do that.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope.
Yeah, and Dr. Doom, mother effing Doom. Hey, Truth. Okay, Truth is here. Before we end, Truth. Did you watch the Suicide Squad and did you like it in the comments? Or give a tease for your stream because I know you're going to stream on it.
He's probably going to stream on it for like 5 hours.
Yeah, but he's saying, hey, Max, Zeverfett, and Eddie.
What up?
Okay, so we're all anticipating the Truth to giving a little glimpse.
I see he's typing away.
Okay.
He's hitting the keys. He's got to go backspace. Okay, here we go.
It's a long rant, maybe. I don't know. Hey, Truth.
But yeah, I mean, I'm interested in Shazam too.
Mm-hmm.
That might be okay. I don't. Again, same thing like Suicide Squad. My expectations are low. I did like the first Shazam. I thought it was okay. But yeah, I mean, I'm interested in seeing that again. Let's see, 10 hours. Yes.
Oh,
he did
wow.
See it. He thought it was okay.
Okay. I didn't.
Thanks. You know, some people are going to over-exaggerate on Twitter and say this shit was abysmal or that shit. And
I don't think.
Oh, yeah. I'm just saying, you can see it.
You can go and you can read my comments on Twitter.
It was frustrating for me.
I did not attack the film.
I'm going to say it because
I got attacked.
It's my opinion, but I have to say this. Like, for me, it was definitely, and I know it's not David Ayer's fault because WB messed with the movie, but this movie was put together well. The action was way better. The acting, the plot, the main villains. It's just,
main villain was better, but that wasn't necessarily Ayer's fault.
And then even with the music, like James Gunn knows how to build a good soundtrack, but no, the first one definitely had a better soundtrack than this.
Yeah, the soundtrack wasn't great. I was expecting better there. Yeah. No, there is interesting things in here. There's good casting in here, cool characters in here, good action, good villain.
Yeah.
But everything else, it didn't.
No, I'm actually excited, kind of excited for the Peacemaker show now because John Cena, he did a good job in my opinion. Like there wasn't really anything there that I mean, yes, you can say the jokes, but this guy looks like he could probably do something like because his action scenes are really great. He was brutal. He was all that. And I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what.
He had good action sequences.
Yeah. The action sequence when they killed a bunch of people, innocents.
I thought the fight between him and Rick.
That was the best action sequence.
In the reflection of the helmet was cool. I didn't
like that.
You didn't? I thought it was very creative.
Yeah.
No,
the first Guardians was better than this. Yes.
Mm-hmm. No, when I was seeing on Twitter, and I think even Grace Rainbow, lots of people were talking about her review, and people because she was saying it wasn't really cool for this movie to do all this brutal stuff and to kill innocent people, and like she was complaining that the Suicide Squad were acting too evil.
I almost forgot that Milad Kulik, my longtime friend who kind of watches my stuff on the replay, left a lot of mailbag questions, so I could go through those real quick. Can you clarify what you meant by Matt going full Campia? Yeah, telling Snyder Cut fans that it's so not a possibility they should just be quiet. That's what I mean by full Campia. You just don't know. I keep saying it's 50-50. Anyone that says it's definitely going to happen, the Snyderverse continuing, or someone that says it's definitely not going to happen, neither side knows for sure. Things change so much in entertainment, and you just don't know. They do know what people want. They do know what trends. And he asked when I'm going to read a comic. I should read one soon. Number 3, how many times did you watch Army of the Dead? I only watched it once, but I loved it. I should watch it again. I'd rather rewatch it than this. Have you watched Batwoman yet? Interesting. He should say that because I have started to watch Batwoman on HBO.
The first or second season?
First season. I'm trying to get to Javicia Leslie. You know what I'm saying? Eddie knows what I'm saying. I'm trying to get to her to see how that's incorporated and to support her because we want to get that interview, right, Eddie?
I mean, look, I have lots of stuff to say.
Yeah, and... you do. All right. And then the last question, which I really am why would you ask this, Milan? This is really messed up. Between Enosh Fee, Matt Jarbo, and Zack Snyder, who would you marry, F, and kill? Why would you want to know that? And I don't know if I want to. Do I have to? He didn't even pay me to answer this question, but I guess I have to.
For the sword of power,
I would marry Zack Snyder. I would F Enosh and kill Matt Jarbo.
Oh man!
If I had to answer, that's not something I wanted to answer. But there you go. Thanks a lot, Mladen. And Ryan put his logo on for that. I'm sorry, Ryan. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. If I had to answer, I don't necessarily want to do any of that except maybe marry Zack Snyder because I love the man. And then I'd be rich, and I would know if he's actually going to do something. But I don't want to. I don't want to be a home wrecker.
Supper.
I don't want to be a home wrecker for Debbie Snyder. You know, no, they're a beautiful couple. I don't want to interfere. But if I had to, that's my answers. Now I feel dirty, and I don't like the way this ended. So go check out for positive content where you don't hear that. Thanks a lot, Mladen. I don't know if I'm going to answer every question if you leave it like that. In the, I think everyone agreed with Matt Jarbo, though. That we can all agree with. All right. Tim's Talk is here. Hello, Tim's Talk. And I think that's about it. Anything else to look forward to?
Dune.
Yeah, Dune looks really good.
Yeah, that looks cool. And Dune and then Matrix 4, I think.
Oh yeah, when's Matrix 4 coming out?
Either in November or December. So
I like all the Matrix movies.
Yeah, I like the first one. Second one's okay. Third one, I'm not too fond of.
Mm-hmm. All right, Eddie. We wish you the best, Eddie. I know you're having some issues with the channel because of WB, and so you have. Props to you for staying positive on their content because they come at you like a mother effer with content claims. I know. That's why I haven't been covering the Flash and Batman photos because I'm like I never know what they're gonna No, I don't want to make you feel sore about it either. No, he's struggled with his channel right now. Hopefully things work out, Eddie. We're rooting for you.
All I can say, I mean, fuck WB, but I'm still going to see the movie.
Yeah, right. You still gave a positive review. Man, you're a genuine dude. Dune drops in October. Ryan just said November, December, maybe?
No. Matrix is November, December.
Okay.
Dune is in October.
Oh, good. Okay. That's when I get my Amico, hopefully. All right. Bye, everyone. Appreciate the support. I'll be back. Yeah. And I'll be happier tomorrow. I'll try to. All right. And I appreciate Eddie coming on too, and Ryan. And really, Ryan, I just saw him. I just saw you on Twitter. That's why I was like, I'm going to shoot him a link.
I put my initial thoughts, and people were like, God, I can't believe you said that. And I was like, oh, shit.
I guess we're in the minority on this, though. I guess
being honest.
I mean, the general public seems to like it so far. I guess we'll see.
I mean, that's just. That's kind of, I guess, different strokes.
Yeah. All right. We're out. Bye, everyone.